EV Automotive are trying to bring in some Chinese-made vans that are suitable for last-mile delivery. The larger ones are from Skywell. The smaller ones, I think they're from Victory. I can't remember exactly. Here's an interview with that guy. Hi, Peter.
How are you?
You're from EV Automotive,
yes.
And you import all these different vans.
Yes.
So
yes.
tell me about them.
Okay, so what we did is back in 98, we were looking for right-hand drive vehicles, couldn't find any, approached a few companies and everyone said go away. So back then in the late 2000s or 2018, we found a supplier that was willing to actually build a right-hand drive to our Australian design rule specifications. So the standards are very high with that, and what we have here today is the culmination of all of that. So the company's called Skywell. They've been making vehicles, commercial vehicles, since 2000, so 20 odd years plus experience just in electric EVs. So they're not conversions, they are fully EV from the ground up.
Built from the ground up.
That's
and these are all basically last mile delivery type trucks.
That's what we say. Look, if you want to travel from Sydney to Canberra, okay, use a diesel. But if you want to do all of your deliveries around Sydney Metropolitan, where your diesel's really expensive, this is your beast. Because it'll do it standing on its ear and it'll cost you nothing to run.
And these have got a range of around the 200 to 250k?
Yeah, that's what we say, but that's with 1.7 tonne inboard.
Yeah, and it looks like it'll take a good sized pallet in there.
Yeah, so you can fit 2 pallets in. The rear doors open all the way back, so that way a pallet can easily be driven in. Our battery packs are moved forward, so that pallet and all of its weight can go straight over the rear axles, which gives you optimal handling, because all your weight's at the back, but it's balanced. It becomes a skateboard.
It's still balanced even if you just put a pallet in the back.
Exactly.
And this will have
1.7
tons, which is pretty good. And then I see around here you've got some smaller vans. You've got one like this, though, set up as a mini bus.
That's a 12-seat bus, ideally suited for your community services, disability services, pubs, clubs, courtesy buses, councils. They're the ones that are buying that sort of vehicle.
Right, yeah. And then you've got some smaller flat top vans and
they're new. Hopefully next year you'll see them on the market.
I see they're still undergoing.
Yep, still undergoing homologation, ADR testing, modification, being built as a right-hand drive, and excuse the big head.
Oh dear, I don't know. He's jiggling the thing while we're trying to record.
David, you are being a pain.
Yeah, David, I'm going to keep that in, you know. I'm going to keep it.
Yeah, it's no good ducking because it's here. So
these smaller vans are still undergoing
so the smaller vans are undergoing homologation. That's where they are being tested and trialled for approval for importation into Australia.
Yeah.
Very important that happens.
Well, you can't sell them here if they aren't.
Well, you can, but it's not. We want full volume, because that way, if you were a business and you say, I want 200 of these things, we can say, that's fine, here you go. Not, you can only have so many.
So that's quite good that we're getting some more vehicles in. Last mile delivery is obviously very important.
Yes.
Because we don't really have very much in the way of electric delivery.
Well, that's right.
Here.
The beauty of these is they're quiet, there's no emissions, which means that in your city areas, it will greatly reduce the amount of emissions, because every business in Sydney CBD are being delivered by diesel. So
not just Sydney, it's Perth, where I'm from, and all the other
all of your underground car delivery docks, right? They're not wonderful for.
No. I came out of my hotel this morning, and there was this big diesel bus with the exhaust pointing to me, and I just had to get out of there because it was terrible.
That's right, but it makes it nice for the driver. It makes it nice for where they're delivering to. But it does the job.
And if you've got large solar panels on your roof of your business, you can charge them up overnight, or for free
during the day, overnight.
Overnight if you've got batteries.
Look, you can charge this from a domestic power point. It'll take a longer time, but it's not impossible.
No.
And that's the beauty of it. You can't charge your truck at home, your diesel, you have to go to a petrol station.
Yeah.
So if you just do the ABC, always be charging, you'll never have a problem with range.
I prefer the always bring coffee, but still, that's ABC for me.
Depends if you're parking it up at night.
Yeah.
Always bring beer.
That's not ABC, but
It is after you've had a few.
Well, thanks so much for that.
No worries, mate. Appreciate
your time.
it.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
the rest of the show.
And you, thanks.